What does 1 year of minimalizing, selling everything, and stashing money equal out to? We're gonna find out.
Hi guys, I'm Lynn.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we are
Create and Capture Life. We actually did it together that time.
If you're new to our channel, welcome. If you have been here before, then hi again. Thank you for coming back. If you're new here, we would love it if you would subscribe and stick around for a while. We have officially reached our 1 year to full-time RV, end of our 1 year to full-time RV journey. Last week was week 52. If you watched last week's video, then you know last week was week 52.
But if you guys have been watching for a while, you know that we kind of went off with all of this COVID stuff, but
we stopped counting weeks on our videos, but we were still counting them, and we ended at the right time, which is shocking. So
big updates. Take a look behind us. You can actually see garage floor.
We have a garage floor.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
So as you guys saw from the beginning of this video, Jonathan was holding a, it's a 1 gallon water bottle from, that we have been putting all of our change and money from anything that we've sold on, at our garage sale, Facebook Marketplace, friends and family. Well, we didn't sell anything to friends and family because let's be honest, we gave it to them. So, but stuff we've sold via those things. We've been saving that for a year. We have not touched the bottle. We intentionally used a bottle that you couldn't get the stuff out of even if you wanted to, because we didn't want to be tempted to use it for something. And yesterday, after 1 year of filling that bottle up, and it was full like you saw at the beginning of this video, Jonathan went to the bank yesterday to use their coin sorter, collector, or whatever you call it, and apparently we single-handedly have contributed to the coin shortage in the country, so sorry for that. But Jonathan went to the bank yesterday and deposited the money, and after 1 year of just that, he deposited how much?
So just in coin alone was $107.60. In grand total, coin and paper cash money was $1,397. We did pretty good. The lady at the bank actually looked at me and said, "So you guys have been collecting this for a year?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You didn't spend any of it?" And I said, "Nope." I said, "It all went into the jar," and then
and we kept it.
And kept it, brought it in
for the last year. So that was 1 year of minimalizing our things and selling little things, and the garage sale was a big portion of that. We did over $600 just in at the one garage sale that we had, but the rest of that money was all just literally nickel and diming sales. I mean, I think the highest thing we've sold on Facebook Marketplace was maybe $30, $40.
Yeah, maybe.
And then that does not take into account, as we have been minimalizing in the last year, a lot of what we've been getting rid of is clothes and shoes and things from styling and from photo shoots that we've done, and especially photo shoots I've done as a professional photographer, editorial shoots where a lot of times I end up with the clothes or the shoes afterwards, and we were storing them for later shoots and whatever. So on POSHMARK, if you guys aren't familiar with POSHMARK, you can sell your clothes and shoes, etc. to other people, and it's much easier than eBay because you set the price, you know immediately what the fees are going to be, what the shipping is going to be, everything. So much simpler. I will link my POSHMARK down below if you want to shop, and I have been using that for the last year and have made $1,672 on POSHMARK in the last year.
Now this is also in addition to one more thing, which is during some of the COVID stuff with all this mess going around, what we did also was some folks wanted to do cashless transactions.
Oh yeah, Venmo.
Yeah, so we've done, I'd say, I didn't do it an exact count, but I'd say we've probably done about another $120, $150 in Venmo transactions too. So yeah, we've done pretty good.
Yeah, so that was all in a year. So if I didn't total that up, but I'll put the total here on the screen when I edit the video. But just those 3 things. Oh, wait, forgot one more thing. eBay. We have sold some stuff on eBay.
We have done eBay too.
We have sold, and I didn't add that up, but I think between the 2 of us, because you had some pretty pricey things on eBay.
Yeah.
So I would say that was another $300 in last year on eBay. So we'll call it 300 and we'll add that in. I'll put the total here on the screen. So any of you that are considering, even if you're not considering full-time RV life like we are, if you're considering minimalizing, don't just throw things out. First of all, don't throw things out like clothes and shoes and various things in the trash, because they end up in the landfill and that's horrible for the world. So don't do that anyway. But also, that's money.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're going to get way less money than you paid for the items, but who cares? Money's money. I didn't care at our garage sale if we got $5 for something that, like 5 years, 10 years ago, we paid $50 for. That's $5 we didn't have, and it's $5 that we wouldn't have had if we donated it or threw it away.
Yep, exactly.
So look at it like that. So we have done in 1 year, we have donated to Habitat for Humanity. Lots of, they have a restore, so we've donated a lot of things to them. Donated to Salvation Army. There's where else locally here? There's the thrift shop.
There's a Grateful Hearts.
Oh yeah, there's a domestic violence called
Precious Life Shelter. Precious
Life Shelter helps women who are victims of domestic violence. We have donated to them.
Yeah, Grateful Hearts is a church group that we've donated to.
Grateful Hearts. We've donated to our local grad night. They were doing a clothing and textile collection.
Yep.
So we donated, which is great for people if you're looking to donate things that they won't take at Goodwills and various places.
Yeah.
They won't take towels anymore. They won't take blankets most of the time.
Any kind of bedding or anything like that.
Pillows, because of bed bugs and things like that. So you can give those to the local high schools that are doing like textile and clothing drives. And so we got rid of a lot of that way. We gave to Cypress grad night, which is our local high school. And then where did you go yesterday?
The Los Alamitos High School, we're kind of like right in between the Cypress High School and the Los Alamitos High School. And yesterday they were doing a drive for the Los Alamitos High School band. So we donated to the band.
Tell them the story though, because that was kind of funny about where the stuff ended up.
So as I pulled up, they had two drives going at the same time, and as you pull up, you get to choose. So this young gentleman, this kid, walks up to me and says, "Hey, where do you want the stuff to go to?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And he says, "Well, we're picking up donations for band and for choir." And I said, "Okay, I don't really care." And he goes, "Oh, so we'll split it?" And I said, "Well, hang on." I said, "Who has less?" And he said, "Well, choir has like 600 people and band has like only 100 people." And I said, "I'll go to the band instead." And then in the back of my mind, I figured, I actually like band better anyway. That was funny because he got to choose which group to help. And that we didn't even know about until a couple days beforehand. We just happened to see they posted their flyer on our local, our city's Facebook page. And so we were like, oh, great, because we had more bedding and more things like that we couldn't donate in other places, and people don't really generally want to buy that stuff. So we were able to get rid of 3 bags of things yesterday. Oh, no, it was more than that. It was like 5 or 6 by the time I was done.
Oh,
yeah.
So we got rid of a lot of things there yesterday. And I think that's it as far as places we've donated. We've sold on Facebook Marketplace, which is great. We've sold on POSHMARK, like I said. We've sold on some stuff on eBay, not very much. eBay kind of sucks. Like there's a lot of weird hidden fees. Like you don't even know you're getting hit with fees, and then all of a sudden they send you a bill at the end of the month with your eBay
Yeah, because not only do they charge you the fees, like when you sell it, like they charge you like, the different, once you sell it, they take their percentage.
Well, there's a listing fee.
Yeah, but then they also, at the end of the month, they take a percentage of the overall percentage of what you've made. So you end up making like almost next to nothing.
So yeah, it's kind of weird, but I mean,
probably won't use eBay anymore.
Yeah, so we kind of stopped after the first couple, and especially for him because he was selling a couple of expensive things on eBay, and then you get hit with all these fees, and you're thinking, well, geez, I had to like package it, I had to go to the post office, I had to do all that, and then I hardly made anything. So Facebook Marketplace has been the best. Our neighbors joke and say that we look like drug dealers because we're constantly opening and closing our garage, and people are driving up and getting things and driving away. with masks on and stuff, so it looks like we're dealing drugs or something, because we're like a drive up right here, because we are actually sitting in front of our, like right where people would drive up. So one of our neighbors was teasing us about that yesterday. That was pretty funny. So, but that's pretty good. I mean, we were really surprised about how much money was in that jar yesterday. Like, I really didn't expect it. When we were counting the money, I was like, oh, I know we did like 600 at the garage sale, so we'll probably have about $800, you know, maybe $9. That was great. So you guys should try that if you're minimalizing. Just put the money aside for a year, see what you end up with. Yeah. The great thing about the water bottle that we used is we couldn't get into it. Like, you couldn't reach into it to get money out. So that made it, we literally had to cut the jar or the thing open to get the money out yesterday. So that was pretty good. And it was nice to find a bank that actually had a coin sorter still, because apparently most of the banks don't, and I didn't know that. So that's the update on the money and our minimalization. Our garage, like you can see behind us, has a floor. We've given away all of our furniture or sold, either given away or sold all of the furniture in the house except what we're using. Like our beds, dressers, couch, which we're not gonna, we'll try to give it away, but I don't know. My brother's taking our big TV, like our big screen TV, my brother's taking that. We gave away our dining room chairs yesterday, because I'm keeping the dining room table in storage because it can be flat, but the chairs I can always replace. So we gave away the chairs yesterday. So I went to sit at the dining room table yesterday and realized, oh, that's right, we gave away the chairs. It's kind of funny.
Things we recently saw, and actually our friends Dan and Jen Nevada, so go check out their channel, a couple weeks ago.
Hi, Dan and Jen.
They posted, or they made a video about, you know, kind of they're moving into doing less full-timing, more part-timing, but still doing traveling. So they're talking about getting a house, and one of the things they talked about is don't get rid of everything. If there's things that you still want, make sure you still keep those. So one of the things that we're keeping is our dining room table. Like Lynn said, we wanted to keep it because it's really nice. Sorry, we're looking at our neighbors leaving.
Our neighbors are always leaving when we're trying to do a video.
They mentioned like they're getting ready to stop full-timing and start going more part-time, and still doing some traveling and stuff like that. But they said, you know, hey, they really regretted getting rid of a lot of the really important stuff to them, you know, big furniture, tools, stuff like that. So we've been really thinking about that, and we are not going to do that.
Well, and then one of the channels, well, actually a few of the channels that we watch on YouTube, one of them, I'm not going to name the channel because it's calling people out and I don't want to do that, but one of the channels that we watch, they actually sold everything they had except for their clothes and bought all brand new stuff.
Yeah.
Cookware, everything. And to me, that's just a waste. I mean, we have perfectly good cookware. We have perfectly good dishes. We have perfectly good all of those things. Why would we get rid of all that just so we can have to buy it again? And that's thousands of dollars. And their first 6 months, they just did a video, and I think they said in their first 6 months of RVing full-time, they've spent $30,000. And I'll bet you 2/3 of that was just stuff they bought because they got rid of everything.
That they probably owned before they...
Yeah, and then rebought.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to do that.
One of the big things that I don't want to get rid of, obviously, because I have a lot of projects and stuff like that I'm still going to be doing eventually. You know, I also want to make sure I keep my tools and stuff. So we do have a storage unit, and I actually plan on using kind of two ways. Obviously, we have our businesses, we have our storage units for that. I have tools, but I'm also going to be taking some tools. I don't think they know this yet, so my aunt and my cousins and stuff like that. I've got some tools coming up to you guys too, because since we are going to be spending a lot of time up with you guys, there's going to be some tools that I'm probably going to bring up. So yeah, surprise. Anyway, but I think they kind of expected it. So, but we do have tools and stuff like that. So Dan, I'm heeding your warning. I'm learning from your example, and I'm not going to get rid of all my tools. I have gotten rid of actually a lot of tools though, because I threw all my tools. I think we talked about this in a previous video. But I threw all my tools out in the garage one day and realized I probably had about 7 different sets of everything. So I've consolidated down to about 2 sets. So
that is our 53rd week. I guess this is our 53rd week. And we're not done.
No.
We're not done minimalizing, but we're really close. So that's all good news. And now, what a lot of you commented on last week, the house update.
Oh boy, we are...
Let me just say this. My psychologist upped my anxiety medication.
And her psychologist is probably going to need to put me on some anxiety medication at this point. Yeah, because this has been, it's been nuts. But fortunately, I think...
Knock on everything wood, like around us.
I think we've gotten all the final paperwork, so we'll see. We'll find out this week what the final outcome is.
Well, the house is supposed to close tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Monday.
Which would be today for you guys watching the video on Monday. Yeah. It's supposed to close tomorrow for us.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Last week we mentioned that one piece of paper we were waiting for from our end. We got that one piece of paper.
Yeah.
That one piece of paper, they wanted a different date on it. So we went back to our mortgage company, got another piece of paper, same exact piece of paper with one date different on like the third page.
Yep.
Got that, sent that in. Supposedly that's it.
We'll see.
And the house is supposed to close tomorrow. So cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your eyes, like everything for us. Knock on wood, because...
Say a little prayer if you don't mind, because we could definitely use it. Yeah.
We've had it. So hopefully it closes tomorrow and everything is good. We are doing a rent back on our house for 20 days to allow us to get our RV. And yes, we know what we're getting, but we're not going to tell you guys yet.
Not just yet.
So we want to wait till we have it in hand, because things happen. So as we have seen quite often lately, things happen. So we're going to wait till we actually have the RV to show you guys what it is and all of that. But, you know, we're getting there.
Do you want to...
So we have decided.
Yep.
We made a couple compromises, but we got bigger wish list items.
Yeah.
And made a couple small I don't even think we compromised, did we?
Well, I don't know. I mean, so here's where we're at, guys. We've seen so many different models. We've looked at...
And test driven.
We've test driven everything from Dynamax, DX3, Super Cs. We've test driven Tiffin Allegro Red diesels.
And gas.
And we've Tiffin open road gas models. And yeah, we were very, very stuck on Tiffin for a little while. We test drove and looked at some other. We've looked at some Winnebagos. We've looked at some Forest Rivers.
We looked at a couple of not Super Cs, but Class Cs.
Regular Class Cs. So we've gone through the gamut. Now, mind you, obviously everything we're talking about here, nothing that we've looked at was towables, and we'll talk about that in a future video, maybe next week.
Yeah, next week we'll do what RVs. We'll explain all about RVs next week for those of you that have asked. We'll do that next week before we get our RV and let you know why we made the decision that we made.
Yeah. We have spent the last year looking at researching, studying, driving all kinds of different RVs. So
we even looked at the van conversions. I mean, they're not like the self van conversions, but you know, the super ridiculously expensive for a size of a van.
Yeah, I actually really like. There are some Super Bs, I believe they're called. They're the B class or the van chassis, but with like the rear end that looks more like a C. Those are actually really nice. But
we looked at
for 3 of us and 5 dogs, or 3 of us and 5 animals.
Well, and then we also looked at
7 animals. 7 animals. Keep forgetting.
We also looked at, when we were at the RV show, we looked at what's the silver one? Airstream. See, there goes my brain again. Airstreams, because everyone talks about Airstreams and everyone loves Airstreams, and so I wanted to love the Airstream, and I got to tell you, I really didn't like it. Yeah. I felt small inside to me. He didn't want a towable to begin with, but we looked at them anyway.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I don't have the love for Airstreams that other people have. I don't know. I thought they were cute. I felt like they were very small inside.
Yep.
And for all of us, and 3 adults and everything, it wasn't going to work. But they are cute on the outside. Yeah. I mean, the shiny, it's cute.
Yeah.
But we'll get into all of that next week. in next week's video, we'll talk all about RVs and all the different types and all the different options and all of that.
Look forward to next week's video about all those different RVs. I might actually see if I can go find some of the footage of me driving some of these beasts.
I know we did
some.
We surprisingly really didn't do much video of him test driving, which is kind of funny.
We did take you guys along when we went to the RV show, which was, oddly enough, almost about a year ago now.
Yeah.
Because I just saw it on my phone pop up that the California RV show is coming up, or supposed to be coming up in like
October. It's always in October.
In a couple weeks. In about a month.
It's in October always.
I don't think we're gonna have it this year.
They probably won't have it. California, for those of you not living in California, we're not going to open anytime soon.
No.
California's not opening. We see a lot of people that we're following right now. Tim and Finn, I know you probably don't watch us, but I see that you are van camping or living that van life in California currently, and you're getting stopped at a lot of places because of the fires and national park issues. So sorry about that. It's just California. California is just a beast in and of itself.
Yeah. Dan and Jen, actually, we have prayers out going to you guys. Our prayers going out to you guys. I know you guys need to get back to see family and stuff like that, and traveling through the different fires and whatever.
Yeah, because Jen has asthma, so I know that's going to be tough. So we're praying that you're going to be safe.
Yep.
But yeah, California's a mess, guys. So if you're looking at RVing right now and you're vacationing and all that, unless you're going to stay on the coast of California, which we have found is really difficult because Californians are staying on the coast in California right now, at least in Southern California, maybe wait.
Yeah.
Maybe wait a little bit, because it just gets crazier and crazier here in California.
Yeah. And our governor just came up with some new guidelines all on his own.
That's a whole nother video. If we wanted to go there, that would be a whole nother video. But yeah, so
I might have to join Dan on his on his rant videos on his channel.
Maybe you and Dan should do one together.
There we go.
That would be hilarious.
Yep, on the Dan and Jen Nevada 2 channel.
Yeah, with special guest, Jonathan.
And
that would be awesome.
He and I can maybe go off and rant for a while about California. So, anyway,
we're getting off on a tangent, but that's it for this week. Thank you guys so much for being here. Obviously, we're in better spirits this week. Things are getting,
it's the drugs.
Things are getting a little bit better. It's not as hot, which is huge.
Yeah.
The humidity is back to normal California humidity. Yep. It's in the low 80s, so I can deal with that. So we're getting a lot more done the last few days, thank goodness. And we are so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Like we said earlier, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, or you don't like us, give it a thumbs down. Either way, apparently it helps us on YouTube. So comment down below what you're thinking about what we're saying.
Yep.
And, criticize away. We don't mind. We had a lot of criticism over the last few weeks. We're fine with that. We will see you next week, and we will talk all about RVs. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Wash your hands, and please don't touch your face.
Talk to you guys later. Bye.